Hi, I'm Hans Wilhelm, and in this video in the Life Explained series I would like to talk about conscience. I don't mean consciousness, but conscience, that little inner voice that impels us towards the right action versus the wrong action. Religious teachings, sociologists and psychologists all have different views on the conscience, but the spiritual explanation is, as always, very simple. As I've mentioned in my videos on death and dying, when our soul leaves the human body at the moment of the physical death, the soul will be attracted to the sphere that corresponds to the soul's development and vibration. And at one point, every soul will go through a life review. It's like being in a movie and seeing your whole life once again, down to the smallest incident. All our sensations, every emotion, every thought, every word and every action of the life left behind will be shown to us again. Nothing is ever forgotten. No word, no thought, no action. But here is the most important element. In addition to experiencing our life again, we will also emotionally experience how our thoughts, words and actions have impacted others. All the pain, the rejection, the suffering that we have inflicted on others, knowingly or unknowingly, with unloving thoughts, words and actions. This can be a very painful, embarrassing and an upsetting experience that might fill us with disgust and shame of what we have done to others. Therefore, we do this life review always in the presence of at least one, if not two, of our spiritual guides. They do not judge us, but lovingly support us during this very difficult process. We always are our own judge. And the memory of this life review and all previous life reviews becomes the basis for our conscience in our next lifetimes. Through these life reviews, we have experienced in our own soul body the pain, the suffering we have inflicted on others, including the animal, plant and mineral kingdoms. This memory becomes the little voice within us when we have to make important choices. But things don't always work out that easily. When we incarnate into a new human body, we will not remember any of our past lifetimes. But we carry this inner memory of emotional reactions to our life reviews in our subconscious to guide us in the future. However, in our new body, we are also exposed to beliefs and programs and teachings of others from our environment, mostly from our parents, caregivers, teachers, religions, and so on. They can be in total contrast to our conscience. They can, for instance, teach us that our group, or our race, our color, our religion, our nation, and so on, is far better than others. And they can use guilt and fear against us if we ever dare to question these beliefs. These false beliefs are not ours, they don't belong to us, but they can overshadow our pure inner voice and conscience. Our conscience is always based on ultimate love. It loves the perpetrator as much as the victim because it remembers well that we have been both in many lifetimes before. Our conscience knows that only love can heal and unite. So when we then, as an adult person, have to make a decision about taking the right or the wrong path, we may be very confused. Are we listening to our inner voice, or are we listening to the false beliefs that we have picked up from others? This is now where our guardian spirit often comes in and helps us. They cannot make the decision for us. That would be against the free will. But they can bring our inner voice into stronger vibration so that we can notice it more. We all have had such experiences when we suddenly felt our heart pounding louder, or we had this strong feeling in our solar plexus that tells us that we deep down know that the right answer to everything is always love and kindness. And when we decide to follow our inner little voice or conscience, then the guardian spirit often gives us an extra jolt of energy, a moment of clarity, of joy, and it is an affirmation for having made the right decision and to encourage us to follow always our conscience in the future. Always to think, speak and act with kindness and love, because that is exactly what we learned from experiencing our own life reviews.